What is the most annoying thing a guest has done in your home? One of my mother's friends is not only a raging alcoholic but is also on ridiculous amount of prescription drugs. One night she was staying with my parents and fell asleep in a leather recliner because of aforementioned alcohol and drugs. At some point in the middle of the night she shit herself, again because of the aforementioned alcohol and drugs, and instead of being a good guest and decent human being and being embarrassed by it and doing her damnedest to clean it up, she threw the blanket she was sleeping under over her mess and then went upstairs to sleep in one of the beds. Then she just told my mother about it in the morning and then left. My mother used bleach and every cleaner under the sun to clean up the mess, and she did, but she ended up just throwing the chair out because how could you ever really look at it the same way again? The most shocking detail in this story is that my mother is still friends with this lady. If anything is encouraging me to stay clean today, it's this. I've thrown up on myself / everywhere and pissed myself multiple times. This is Reddit. I have no shame lol, but I cannot imagine just leaving it there, especially shit. Even that whacked out on the pills I still knew very well that vomiting on my friend's couch was a no-no and really, really bad. Even if I didn't realize it in the moment I ensured that I did everything I could to fix the situation as soon as I even just began sobering up. Like buy my friend a new couch, or clean the whole house for them, or give them money to have someone clean professionally. I would profusely apologize also, and if they wanted to cut ties with me for things like wetting myself at the dinner table I fully accepted that. It's a disgusting thing to do and there's no excuse, and she's a scum human being for not caring about literally shitting on the couch. Also, can I just point out that she went upstairs and slept in your parents' bed with shit in her pants also. This woman is a piece of shit, arguably literally. Edit, just to clarify, I don't think I'm any better than her at all. I'm just as horrible for doing those things, and my damage control doesn't make what I did any more acceptable. Let their little kid wipe his ass with my gas towels. Instead of, asking where the toilet paper is. What the holy hell? That reminds me of a joke. You ask a friend who has been over to your house if they know the difference between toilet paper and a shower curtain. When they invariably say, no, what? You yell, so it was you. Lol. A kid whose parents didn't supervise him. He was probably 8 or 9 at the time and would get into anything, especially stuff computer related. He would dig through drawers and open boxes looking for gadgets to play with, only to fuck them up or lose something. We finally told the parents they couldn't bring him back when he got into the kitchen and turned on the glass top stove while a pizza box was on it. Started a small, quickly extinguished fire and the house smelled like smoke for about a week. My parents would invite a family over with a boy who was an asshole like that. Got into everything and always destroyed my stuff. Once he even stole a pumpkin from the neighbor's garden and threw it at me. That melon proceeded to slam into my nuts. Left his trash everywhere and then started to complain because of that trash laying around. Is he a fucking sim? My best friend wouldn't fucking leave. When I asked her what her going home plans were after 6 days, she said I don't plan my life that way. We are 30. And GT, best friend. Funny way to spell parasite. My dad collects fossils and found the lower half of a human jaw. He called the police when he found it, but they told him it was quite old and couldn't do anything with it. In the end he was allowed to keep it, and the jawbone is on display in his poker room. My mother's cousin stayed with them for a visit, picked it up by each end and pressed them inward, exclaiming, "Oh, is this real?" The piece snapped in half. Dad quietly removed the bits from my cousin's hands and left the room. He put it together with some scotch tape. He should just replace it with the cousin's jaw. Took explosive shits that left shit spattered all over the toilet every single day for the month that he was residing in our house. Didn't think to clean it up. Oh, my roommate visited you? This was technically in a dorm room, not a real home, but I had the audacity to wake up my roommate's boyfriend by walking into my room, where he was asleep at 3 in the afternoon, and he immediately launched into a political argument with me. Oh, sorry I woke you up. You know who needs to wake up? The sheeple. My aunt took a shit in the bathroom, a given, considering we were having a barbecue, but instead of throwing the used tissue in the toilet or even the bin, she put it inside the bathtub. I told my mom, who put her on blast in front of the whole fam. She doesn't come to the cookouts anymore. That doesn't sound normal. Does she perhaps have dementia or a mental illness of some sort? Invite their own guests to stay with us for 5 days, none of them were invited to stay over. Relatives. That is so fucking rude.